Now, because Nadav Lapid is a Jew himself, a new kind of debate has started after his Kashmir Files statement. Not the usual outrage over his statement, vulgar propaganda, but because he's a Jew himself, now there are a lot of people in India who are saying if Jews could proclaim their land, if they could become such a powerful country in the form of Israel and there are other Jews, why can't Kashmiri Pandits emulate the same? Why are they still not, they have not returned to their homes? Why they are still living in other parts of the country or in other parts of the world? Why couldn't they just do what Jews have done? Why are they so weak, unlike the Jews? And nothing could be farther from the truth, from the facts. People, Jews have been helped, empowered by the biggest colonial powers in the history of world, Britain and France and America. Jews have been served in a platter the entire country to make their home, Palestine. There was no Palestine for Kashmir. Kashmiri Pandits were displaced from Kashmir, and that's it. Nobody helped them. Even our own government has been unable to help them. The conflict is still going on. Jews were helped by Britain, France, America. From over 100 years, they have been helping them in every aspect. The Palestinians, the local Palestinians, the Arabs, they were displaced, they were thrown away, they were chucked away from their country, they were made illegals in their own country just so Jews could find a home in Palestine. And it had already started, but the big push that Jews got was with Balfour Declaration. And I will read you what Balfour Declaration said. The Balfour Declaration was a public statement issued by the British government in 1917 during the First World War, announcing its support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine, then an Ottoman region, with a small minority of Jewish population. There was Jewish population was extremely small as compared to the Arab population in Palestine, and yet Palestine has become their home, and the Palestinians, they are just second-class citizens. They're in just those 30 or 40 years, thousands of Palestinians were killed by Israeli forces that were empowered by British forces that were working on the behest of Israel or behest of Jews. Whatever tragedy happened with Jews in Germany, who bear the brunt of it? Palestinians. So they were displaced, they proclaimed their land, but with the help of the British, the United States, France, Jordan, even their own Arab neighbor helped Israel, helped the Jew countries, helped the Jews against Palestine. And Jews are not some small community like Kashmiri Pandits. You know which country has the maximum number of Jews? Which country had the maximum number of Jews back in the day and even today? America. American Jews. Then there are Israeli Jews. Then there are European Jews. It's not one of those small races or communities that has proclaimed its glory and its honor. Please. There are Jews from all these nationalities. There is absolutely no, Britain and USA and France or any colonial power or any big nation or Russia, they do not help the Kashmiri Pandits. Even Soviet Union have helped in some capacity. They have helped Jews, though they also worked against Jews, but they have also helped Jews when it suited their political interests. And Arab countries themselves have been of zero help, except for in speeches. They have always postured that they want to help Palestinians, but they never have, except for some countries like help them in relocation, in giving them place to live. But no colonial power, third-party colonial power has served Kashmiri Pandits an entire country in platter. So please do not compare Jews with Kashmiri Pandits. It's insanely dumb and you are nothing but an ignorant if you ever bring up Jews, if you are comparing them with Kashmiri. But it's not just about comparing Jews with Kashmiri Pandits in terms of relocation. Anything, in terms of anything, even when left wings compare whatever is happening today with Muslims, because that like they term the current dispensation as Nazi organization, as cruel and as hateful of Muslim as Nazi were of Jews. I mean, you have to be extremely stupid to even say that. The fact that you can make such outrageous statements proves in itself that you are wrong. You're contradicting yourself when you tweet that, or when you come on TV and say that. Just by saying it, you're contradicting yourself. But that's not my video. That's not my video. Is please do not compare the sufferings, or please do not compare what Jews could do with what Kashmiri Pandits could not, because everybody knows, whether you are a leftist or a rightist, everybody knows Kashmiri Pandits never really had help from even our own government. Outside of the whole army thing, there has been help. I'm not saying government has done nothing. The successive governments have done nothing. I'm not saying that, but you cannot compare that with what Britain and France and America and Jordan and Soviet Union have done for the Jews. Thank you.